What's good, y'all? It is Friday, and if it's Friday, that means it's your opportunity to be heard on the Audible Sports Podcast where sports meet life and culture. I am Bobby G, along with my brother from another mother, Wildcard Mar. What's happening, Brody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's happening with y'all people? Shout out to my man Bobby G. We back in the building. It's another Friday Audible podcast. Let's get
Yes, sir. And lot going on, man. Lot going on. Man, why this dude trying me already? Already. Now, what's happening, Ron?
hey Ron starting already, dog.
Hey. You gonna like this convo then, we got a lot to get to and a lot to talk about. It's gonna be the fastest 2 hours of your week, but hopefully it's also the most enjoyable two hours of your week. But as you know, before we even get into all of that, for those doing this for the first time and for those who may have forgotten along the way, go ahead and follow the directions on the screen for me. Go ahead, hit that like button, go ahead and subscribe. If you are new, turn your notifications on so you know the next time you can be heard, which is every Friday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Now, before we get to the good stuff, let me go ahead and do what we do, give you this rundown. All right, today we're going to be talking about, a little Olympic review. That's the big thing that's happening. Olympics taking over the world. USA doing what they do. So, give you a review, give you some of our favorites, and talk about some of the people we're looking forward to see in the ending event, in the coming events. Steve Kerr, is he ruining Team USA? I don't know. We're going to talk about it, though. Let us know how you feel. NFL is back. Football is back. Hall of Fame game kicked things off last night with Hall of Fame ceremonies to come. We discuss that, and of course, like we do every Friday, our Fit Friday challenge along with our mental health check-in. So, hopefully you guys out there taking care of yourselves and checking in with your folks. So, but of course, before we do anything, we got to do our shout-outs. Everything starts with a shout out. So, anybody you want to shout out before we get into the good stuff?
Hey man, I'm gonna do a personal shout out to the show. Hey, our man Ron come in here every Friday, and we
Facts.
and we know when Ron here. Real knuckle here, all right. So I'm gonna shout out Ron because he come in and he already turned the chat. He take the knob. Turn it all the way up, and then he just break. So yeah, we gonna shout out Ron today. Shout out Ron. Broke the knob on the chat already. So
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, we already know what it's about to be today. I'm gonna shout out Ron.
Shout out to the big homie Ron. For me, who do I want to shout out? Man, just shout out, same. Shout out to everybody. I mean, not just Ron. Shout out to Auntie. She be tuning in. She hit me earlier, and she tuned in. Her there's a laptop's on the fritz, so she's looking on the phone. So she may not be able to participate as much as she normally does, but she's still out there. Shout out Auntie. Who else? I had somebody specific I wanted to get to. Oh yeah, from a personal thing. Shout out to Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez, third baseman for the Cleveland Guardians. Last week passed Albert Bell for second all time in the franchise home run list. He's about 95 away from first place. He'll probably break that next, probably about 4 seasons to come. So shout out to him and my first place Cleveland Guardians. We getting it done in the land. They got a big series against the Orioles. They took game 1 yesterday. I believe the final score was 10-2, 10-3. First pitch is I think about 5 minutes away for game 2 of that series tonight. So shout out to my Guardians. Shout out to Evan Mobley, another Cleveland guy, Cleveland Cavaliers, and shout out to Jared Allen. Both signing extensions. Evan Mobley's 5 years, $224 million. Get paid, young fella. Evan Mobley, his extension, I think they got him for 3 years and $91 million. So shout out to 2 of my guys on the Cavs for getting paid. Then shout out to, because I know I can't name them all, but I have been watching. I know Mar's been watching. Shout out to not just the Americans. Shout out to all the Olympians who have medaled thus far in all the events. But obviously we're American here. Shout out to our American Olympians. Simone Biles. I've been critical of Simone Biles for what happened last time she was in the Olympics, she had the mental health issues going on, had to bow out. I was critical of her for that, like saying you got to finish. And lo and behold, what happened when she went out there? She injured her calf. But guess what, Mar?
She finished.
She finished. She persevered, pressed through it, and they got it done. They got it done, bringing home team gold, and she brought home the individual gold, record-setting individual gold. So shout out to her. Shout out to the rest of the gymnastic team. Who else we got joining us? Boy, Alan. There he is. Let's go, South Sudan, man. Get out of here. We excommunicated you from the South Sudan. Nah,
big fan.
Shout out, Al.
Yeah, Alan. I'm gonna hit you up because we gotta talk some football, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll be hitting your inbox soon enough, Alan. So
you say it doesn't have that true, but we never it's usually towards the end. Wait till track. That's when we start to hit our stride. When that track and field, yeah, because we be getting killed in some of these events.
Whammed on, boy.
Yeah. We usually hit, obviously, the basketball teams and try and do what they do. We're going to talk about that. But then track and field is usually when we kind of catch up. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, we got the most overall. But, of course, I think we have more Olympians than any other country. So, take it with a grain of salt. But shout out to all of those people for doing what they do. And, the first thing we're going to get into, there's been a lot of talk with all the things going on in the Olympics. Last week we had a conversation about with what's going on in America, how black athletes should feel representing the United States. What we're going to lead this off with is a conversation that's basically been carrying the Olympics for the last few days. It does not deal with America, but it does deal with an issue that's been discussed over the last several years, and that's transgender athletes participating in athletics. Most overall, yeah, top 5 and go. That's usually how it is. During the boxing, women's welterweight, and let me make sure I get these names right. We didn't place in shooting. Hey, do it. Get it done. Get it done.
Hey, we ain't placed shooting, bro.
I don't know, but I know a couple dudes from Chicago that to get done. I ain't said nothing, but I think they can bring home a couple medals.
Man, you looking at one on the camera, man. They ain't peep my headshots when I'm in. On.
All right, let me make sure I get all the names right though. Angela Carini, boxer out of Italy, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please do that. She was preparing to, or not preparing to fight, got in the ring with Imani Khalif from Algeria. The bout starts 40 seconds into the fight. Angela, bam, straight to the corner. I can't do it. Bow out. Didn't throw in the towel. Just went, yo, this is a wrap. I'm not doing it. At the end of the fight, comes to find out, she claims she had never felt punches like that in her career. I won't say in her life because I don't know her upbringing. I don't know her outside of her sport. She had never felt that type of pain in a punch in her boxing career. She's basically accused Imani of being a transgender woman competing in the sport. Basically, for those, if you don't know, you know, she claimed that she was a man. That turned out to not be the case. Imani was born woman, has anatomically all the parts of being a woman. Genetically, she's a female. She was born with a I don't want to call it a disease because not a disease, but for lack of a better term, she was born and her body produces more testosterone than the average female. So this causes her certain tests, blood work, when blood work is done and all of this, to be read incorrectly, or certain results come up. A few years ago, she actually failed a qualifying test. I guess they do a test now to see if athletes are transgender or I don't know. Again, all of this I'm paraphrasing, so please, anybody out there, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Um, but she is 100% a female athlete, natural female athlete. Um, which caused me to go, I think we got a Karen in the Olympics.
Ron
If
said,
ain't nobody else, if ain't nobody else gonna say it, I'm gonna say it.
"Hey, pull
She's a
up,
Karen.
Ron. Pull up Ron's comment, bro."
Again, this situation does not involve American athletes, but as an American male, a black American male, I've seen this before. I've seen this story before. Buddy minding his business, listening to Kendrick, yink, 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 on his phone. He over there rocking out on his phone. Little Miss Karen over here in the corner don't like it. She calls the cops. What's going on, man? This man is his behavior is. I feel. You know how the story goes, sir. Can you come with me? For what? What did I do? And we knows what happens from there. I feel like that's exactly what happened in the ring. Yeah. Oh, hell no.
Like Ron said, got the stupid wings knocked out of her. It was like, whoa.
Yeah. No, hell no. That can't be a woman.
Like, they're different.
Ain't no way. XY comes on, but as female parts and as I do that. Yeah, absolutely. 100% accurate. She is a female athlete.
She's just a stronger female than you, apparently.
Yeah. She just better. She trained at the good boxing school.
So here's my thing. If has she not quit? Do we hear about this? Like, do you actually, like, if you put your big girl draws on and you actually get in there and box, finish the match, take your L like it is. I don't think we hear about this situation. But you quit.
Or how about this? You win.
Because Shorty she's lost before. So if this was an issue, so here's my thing, Bobby. She the Shorty who she's claiming to be a man has lost before to other women. So here's my deal. If it was an issue, those or anybody that she has ever beat would have brought that up. But there's other people that have lost to her, and they haven't. I don't hear any complaints. I don't hear any accusations of saying that she's a female or she's not a female, or she got too much testosterone, or she a man. And these other allegations aren't brought up. It's brought up now because it's the Olympics, which is wild and crazy. Because like I understand the platform, because I think that's why she's doing this, because she understands the platform. She understands that this is a worldwide stage, and I think that's why because if this was just like some, I mean, to be honest, do we pay much attention to women's boxing? I mean, I know we all love sports, but I don't get a chance to watch it. So it's like, hey, I can't be ignored now. I'm on the Olympic stage and I'm saying and dropping these accusations. It'll definitely get heard. I think there's a little planning in it. I think there's a little strategic to it, because there's no way you quit, like you literally 46 seconds into the match,
46 seconds into the fight,
hit, and then you just walk out, like,
which makes me believe this was premeditated.
In a sense, yes, that's where I'm getting at. I think that's like how all of a sudden you come up with this idea, because first of all, it's the Olympics. It's something that you train so hard for. You dream about it as a kid. It's something that is sacred. It's important. It's that important because you're sacrificing time away from friends, families, whether it's children, spouses, friends and whatnot. You might miss some birthdays or some because
Mm-hmm.
you're training or you're going to events to place yourself at the higher echelon of that level. So when you get to the Olympics, you just don't walk out 46 seconds into the match. You didn't work
Exactly.
your ass off for this. Nah, you just don't
Exactly.
go away. So my thing
Yeah.
is like, I'm like you. Maybe she got that. Pow, pow. Wait a minute. What
Yeah.
do I do with this?
Yeah.
Instead of
I,
just sticking it through and finding out a strategy to you just quit. Nah, I can't buy this, dog. Mm.
yeah.
Whatever they
I,
selling, it's coming a bankrupt over here.
absolutely. I think it was two things. I think it's fear
Hmm.
combined with a basically they already determined she may be a transgender athlete. Going in, that was their thought. Hey, we think she's transgender. Go in there, see how it is. Let us know at the end of the first round. She couldn't make it through the first round. I literally think that's exactly what it was. Coming into the fight, you thought you had your mind made up on who she was and what she
Hmm.
was about. Once again, sound familiar? She was
It
Karened up. She was Karened up and ready to go.
to Karen up.
Yeah, that's all it is. Karened up, ready to go. Didn't even want to shake hands after. She tried several times to shake her hand or
Hmm.
console her. Hell, in the image we're looking at, she's trying to console her, and if this was a video, she kind of showed her and like walked away. Like
Wow,
that, she
bro.
came into that ring fully Karened up. And for the people who jumped out of the window and immediately started slandering this athlete, this female athlete, I hope people jump out of the window to slander all of y'all right now for jumping to damn conclusions. Put that up again. I hope she never box again, quitter. Yeah, you can. You can. That's a sport. I don't care what sport you playing. That's one sport you can't have that label.
Yeah.
You can't be a quitter in boxing.
And Shorty that's getting the hate because she whooped her ass. At first I didn't understand it,
Right.
and I'm still at that point because my thing is we can't be mad at her. She is competing in a sport that the Olympic Committee has allowed her to compete in. She's doing her
Exactly.
thing. So let her and look, I think we need to actually hit the bigger part of the conversation. Obviously, there's been that talk about the transgender athletes. What do you do?
Mm-hmm.
And look, I I have three daughters. I would feel some type of way if my daughter, because she's in gymnastics now, she wants to be
Okay.
like some Biles.
Right.
I would feel some type of way if she got to that level and there's a transgender woman that's allowed to compete and literally just dominate. And it's like I just feel physically and scientifically, men and women will never be equal. Just
Mm-hmm.
men were just built a certain way to be stronger,
Yes.
faster. All right,
Right.
and I just think you just can't change that. That's just science. That's just whatever you believe in. That's just what it is. But my thing
Right.
is, if my daughter is getting a gold medal, now she's with the second best because a transgender woman who was born with the same parts that I got, I would
Mm-hmm.
feel some type of way, and that's
Yeah.
just me as a parent. And I'm just being transparent and honest. So, and this might rub people the wrong way, might not like how I'm delivering it. I'm trying to deliver it the best way and not be offensive. So my thing is,
Right.
I would feel some type of way if my daughter was literally taking a gold medal away because she's not as strong as that transgendered woman. I would feel
I
some
get it,
type of way.
100%. Now here's my question to you in that situation. Like because but I think that again this is to me
Yeah.
this is she predetermined that in what
Yes.
because you know who your opponent's going to be in watching film in doing her due diligence and preparing for this fight. She determined that she was a male. Now in your like I agree with what you're saying, but
Yeah.
so my question to you is like when you're in that circuit, your daughter's doing that, so you're gonna be basically around the same group of kids for a while. like, in following your daughter's age group. So you're gonna watch these kids grow. Now, when when do you make that determination? Like, when do you begin to question, or
Again,
are
I'm a,
you just speaking outright as it being known? Hey, this athlete is transgender. She's competing. Or are you speaking in that instance? Or are you speaking in uh, potentially discovering, like, you haven't known the entire time and you discover, hey, when your daughter turns like 17 and they're about to hit big time, and they're fighting for that spot, and then you find out, you're like, whoa, I've watched this child compete since she was knee high, to
yeah, yeah.
grasshopper, and now you find out, and that, like, when in the journey
You
are
question.
you, yeah.
I mean, if I have my suspicions, I would probably question right then and there. But obviously, just being a parent that's just supposed to be supportive, I don't even know what route you would go to even take to get that you know handled. I don't know. So it's I so I don't want to get the situation confused. So the situation right here in the Olympics, I
Right.
have no with her competing because she's not transgender.
Right.
She's
And
she's
she's taking whatever steps is necessary to be eligible to compete.
as a female competitor. Yes. So
Right.
like Ron said, Shorty's 9-5. She ain't dominating. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You
I
low
just
key suck.
Yeah, I just feel in this situation, Shorty got hit and probably got hit the hardest she ever got hit in her life and didn't know how to react, and she quit. And like you said, there's probably some premeditation into that. But in the situation that I'm talking about is just like literally like this. If a female competitor that literally was born with the junk that we stand up and piss at the urinal, I would feel some type of way. I'm just saying. I'm
Yeah.
just and because let's be honest, it's only happened to women's sports because I don't think there's ever be a chance that there's a transgender man that could probably get on that level to say dominate. And I'm yes, I'm being presumptuous, and so forgive me for that. But I'm just saying, it just like I
Hey,
said,
as long as you can admit it.
yeah, but I mean, it's going in line with my theory of
Right.
I just feel that men will always be faster, stronger than women. So, but it's just it's happening in the women's sports, and I think and it's like the Leah was it Leah Thomas situation? Um, you know,
The swimmer.
yeah, she
I
she
can't
was
remember the name, but yeah, I
she
follow
was
you.
born with balls
Yeah.
and like us. So in that situation, I'm like, if she's over here kicking their other ass, I'm like, I will feel some type of way. Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know, man. I know it's a real touchy subject because of the times that we are in, and people are so quick to, judge and castrate you for your opinion, and especially when
Yeah.
it comes to this. Look, we're all trying to figure this situation out as it comes in this new world. Um, I guess there might be times that old school tendency of me might come out, but I'm just, well, I won't say nothing offensive. I just feel like it is what it is. That's just life was meant to be that way. I
Yeah.
can't change that. I don't know. Hey, when you start blurring the lines of competing, especially in a competitive spirit at the Olympics, and you start playing with that gender role line, I
Mm-hmm.
just think sometimes it becomes too much. Then it starts turning into political. Then it takes away from what we here for. Like we're here for to put light on the greatest Olympics like athletes on the world. So
Right.
um, I I don't know, man. Is it like I said? I'm trying to find the right words without being um offensive, because I damn sure don't anybody that watches our content feel that we're offensive people, because we're far from
Right.
that.
Absolutely.
I, when lines start getting
Uh,
blurry, it's confusing out here.
yeah.
It's confusing as hell for me right now. I don't know what you know what I'm saying.
Alright.
So
But I want to touch on something, and that, like that. I think that's the part that's probably starting to irk me. If anything, it's the part you say being offensive or being basically disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know exactly the things that you were saying or alluding to, and your behaviors after the match are now starting to potentially ruin this woman's career. Her let now.
Yeah, because they're about to paint her as a picture. They're about to
exactly.
paint her. Yeah,
Exactly. And she's going to be put under a microscope. I know for not for a lot of career, boxing is one of the few careers that really the Olympics is like the springboard
of your career
to your profession. Right. It's you hit the amateurs, then you go to the Olympics, and then bam, you hit the pros running.
Yeah.
That could potentially be out of the window now. Like and again, these are things by doing the way things happen. Like I think it's kind of like I'm assimilated to like LeBron. I didn't have a problem with him leaving Cleveland. I had a problem with the way he left Cleveland. He put on this spectacle, and I think that's my issue here. If she finishes the fight and takes the L, and then comes out and say, "Hey, I think she had an unfair advantage," yada yada yada, I think it plays out different than the spectacle she put on of quitting a minute in and falling out crying in the middle of the ring like a kid who didn't get the damn candy in the grocery store. And now we're looking at this woman sideways like, what's going on? Again, Karen behavior.
I feel like I was wrong. Look at over here.
Right.
No, bro. Oh my God, you just hit it right on the head. That is Karen. That is full Karen behavior. Oh my gosh, I feel so wronged.
Yeah.
Look over here.
Yeah, look at me. Look at what they did to me. Look at what happened to me.
To me.
All the while, even though you're trying to get that attention, all the attention is going to be put on the other person. It is. She's going to be under the microscope for the next, till the Olympics is over. And maybe a little bit after.
Yep. Big facts.
Right. Hoping that you get, the judges will come back and we feel that you should be able to, nah, cuz, pass, you quit, you gone, you're eliminated. Both of y'all is eliminated, matter of fact.
And Ron got a great point. She's been competing for forever. She's 9-5. She's had 14 professional fights. What are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she's had 14. 9-5? 14.
Yeah, you did your math right.
Yeah, I'm just
the math is mathing.
Hey, I'm just saying, if it ain't green, sometimes I get a little flustered. So, but no, I'm trying to tell you, like, I'm glad we do this podcast because I think this is a societal problem. People bitch and moan when they don't get their way, and I think it's becoming a trend that I don't like. Why people? Sometimes you gotta shut up and nut up, and like
basically,
and put it all on the line. Like we can't keep blaming people for our downfalls. I'm so transparent. I'll take full responsibility for me not being in the place that I want to be. That's on me. I will take that on and wear that like a badge of honor because that's on me. I can take that because I feel like the success that people bring onto themselves is indicative of how hard you're willing to work. And
let's say on the pause, by the way.
Yeah, but Shorty got hit. You got hit. You got punched. You box.
Yeah,
that's what happens in boxing. People throw punches, and you get punches thrown right back at you. You got hit. Oh no! Oh Lord! Oh.
Right. She hit you. How you think people that first got hit by Mike Tyson felt?
What?
And he was hitting grown men. I ain't never felt nobody hit like that.
Oh shit! Hey, dog. Hey, let's be real. I've been in a fight before, man, and the homeboy popped me. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey, when you do that, oh shit. Hey, that's when things start calculating in your head. You be like, first of all, how did I get to the situation? All right. 2.
You just hit me 2 times.
Why did this motherfucker hit like this? Oh, I just got hit again while over here thinking about how hard this joker didn't hit me. So you like, hey, man, you better get back to your senses and get right. But like when you bow out like that, didn't you do this sucker shit? Yeah, now you kind of fraudulent. You looking real Karen-esque.
Yeah. Bottom of the line, or bottom line, don't be Karens. Take your ass whippings like grown people.
Hey, take it. Take it, dog.
Yeah. I hope she goes on and wins the gold medal. I mean, she should, because that's straight right. She the form on it too. Like it was.
It's something crucial, bro.
Yeah. So shout out to Imani. I hope I hope the opposite of no allows for her. Well, I hope he finishes in 10th place. I hope she goes on to medal and take that medal straight to old girl's house.
Stop treating Noah like that, bro.
Take it straight to her house. Like,
I know we got to move on, but here's one thing that's bothering me: when you got people like Logan Paul, and they have that many people that he influences for some reason, I don't know how, and they are tweeting stuff like that. That's the crap that I'm talking about. Like this is getting out of control.
I didn't see what he said. What did he say?
I don't know, bro. Oh, he when you get at paraphrasing, he's like, oh, this is unjust. This is not right. And then once he got the information, he's like, I still stand by. He stood on it. So I'm like, oh,
because he's see, I'm gonna let people know something about the Paul brothers. Like, they're from Cleveland.
Yeah,
they're from Parma. For people who are not familiar with Cleveland and its suburbs, Parma is the part of Cleveland that is not melanin friendly.
So they got money.
Yeah, so it does not surprise me at all that he would do some dumb shit like that. Not at all. If Auntie was in the chat, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. Let's see. I guess we know who's winning tomorrow. Then. Yep. They got to make them pay. They got to silence them for a couple days. All right, but speaking of people that people don't like right now, Studley Show. Shout out to the Studley Show. Hey, like that logo, man. That's nice right there.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Speaking of people that people don't like right now, this gentleman here.
Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr in some hot water. People are not a friend or not people are not happy with his rotation so far in the Olympic Games. First game, Jason Tatum, recent NBA champion, did not play a minute in a blowout win. Also, the man standing right behind him, who happens to be on the bench, Tyrese Halliburton, NBA assist leader, did not play the segment. I don't think. Yeah, he didn't play a single minute in a blowout loss. Last game against Sudan, Joel Embiid didn't play. But people were not really upset about that. But Steve Kerr's under a microscope, man. Me personally, I'm not gonna say Steve Kerr is not a good coach. I think he is a little bit overrated. I think he gets credit for a lot of things that Mark Jackson did and put in place before he took over the job. Again, I'm not gonna say he's not a good coach. I just think he's slightly overrated. With that being said, I will come to his defense on this part. As I said many a times, I did 8 years in the Air Force, 4 years I was over in Germany. When I was over in Germany, I had the honor of coaching our basketball team. The first year I was assistant coach. The second year I was the head coach. The most difficult part of my job was managing rotations. Mm-hmm. So I kind of feel his pain. Like, bruh, you don't know how many of my players I cussed out. Not because they was messing up on the plays, not because they was missing assignments. It was just get out of my fucking face if I don't put you in the game. I'm trying to coach here. Like, bro, and so I can only imagine with him dealing with millionaires and soon to be billionaires. Says the word fan. I agree. I appreciate it, Studley, man. You don't know, man. Some of your Warriors brethren, they be going back and forth with me. Hey, man, that's just my opinion, man. But I understand why people feel that way. But you know, as long as they win the gold medal, I think all will be forgotten and forgiven. But if they lose a game, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. I'm sorry, Steve.
That is your. No, you know what? This might be our shortest segment because you are. No, I'm just being honest. I mean, I have absolutely felt the same way about Steve Kerr. I thought that he took over a foundation that was so solidified by Mark Jackson, but just because the powers that be didn't like how, I guess, outward he was about his faith in Christianity and loving God. At least some of the reports that I've read about some time ago when all this went down, that that's what kind of brought them at odds, and he just didn't see eyes with the upper management, so they got rid of him. My thing is that I think Steve Kerr pretty much did the John Gruden treatment, when Tony Dungy was in Tampa Bay and built it up, and
agree.
1 year later he gets a Super Bowl with that same roster. Do I think, and I'm not taking away from the other championships that he has won. I'm just saying that homeboy, there were so many other things that just didn't go right, and with that organization, I just feel like they catered to the big three, as in Clay, Steph, and Draymond, which I understand why you catered to Steph, but it went so far as that you for Clay and Draymond, and I just feel like.
What you say on that? Do you feel like he's doing the same thing with Steph, LeBron, and KD? Man, KD didn't play a single minute in any of the exhibition games, and now he's starting, ain't he?
I mean, let's be honest, Bobby. That is KD.
It is.
KD. All right. Yeah, I don't need you to practice. I ain't got you on the roster for practice. I got you on the roster to do KD shit. So, but I get what you're saying. Is there some favoritism? Yeah, but just in the way that he handled the KD and Draymond situation, like you pretty much chose Draymond over KD. KD's part of your team too. So you're segregating pieces of your team. Do I think that he handled some of the roster that he had? James Wiseman, you telling me you can't do nothing with an athletic 7-footer? You can't do nothing.
I mean, to be fair, he did nothing since he left. So
look, I yes, Bobby. But what I'm saying is, if we're talking about the acumen coaching of Steve Kerr, and you can't do nothing with James Wiseman, was pretty athletic. He's athletic for a big dude. You couldn't nothing. No. Like you telling me that you probably could have had your version of Wembanyama. I'm just saying, I'm not going that far as in talent wise. Trust me, I understand the difference. What I'm saying,
who's happy that James Wiseman exists? Kwame Brown, because we can finally stop talking about Kwame Brown, baby. James Wiseman is going to go down as the biggest bust in NBA history.
I don't know. Anthony Bennett does exist. Don't forget about that.
He do, don't he? He do.
That. Don't forget about that.
But he's Canadian.
What do you mean?
But he's Canadian.
I like that comment. That was good. I'll let you out with that one. But I'm just saying that it just, Jordan Poole kind of helped them win that last championship, bro, against Boston. Then all of a sudden, then you pretty much cool with them shipping them out. Like you let them get socked in the face. And come on, practices are so closed to the public that got leaked. Got leaked. Like, come on. I just feel like just some of the players that have gone through there. I'm like, bro, you could have. Not only could you have dominated the last decade, you could have put your stamp on it, not only as the Warriors, as this decade's or the last 10 years, 15 years, the team, But you could have
Mm.
solidified yourself as that coach. Like, yeah, you got 4 championships, but I'm still looking like, man, did you really? What did you really? Because you got some phenomenal players, but how much did you input on that one? So I'm just saying, man, it's just some things like that. I got questions about Steve Kerr. So yeah, man.
And then now that you bring that up, it takes me back. A couple episodes ago, we did the recast of New Jack City.
Mm-hmm.
I think we missed one. I think we should have put Draymond Green in the role of Nino Brown.
And stop.
Draymond Green knocking people out. Bow! Pretty motherfucker.
Yellow pretty motherfucker.
Oh, man.
When they start calling you this motherfucker, it's a wrap, bro. God,
Them the company coach would have won with those teams that won the chip.
So
I agree.
So when you drop takes like that, Studley, and that helps me. That helps my case as in saying I don't think he's done anything special.
Yeah.
If there's any competent coach that could have done what he did with the Warriors, then yeah. But what for me separates competent coaches from legendary coaches, not only would they have won that, but they would have definitely elevated that to another level and put it on another level of dominance. You know what I'm saying? He could have solidified himself as a legendary coach if he just went left instead of going right a couple of times, or right instead of left a couple of times, and Warriors could have just dominated this period. I mean, so much that I bet you people who hate LeBron would have thrown that on his legacy. Oh, he letting Steph and the Warriors eat through his whole time he playing. You know they would throw that shit on there, bro. So it's like when you see,
but no,
like,
we know KD saved that, man. If KD doesn't go to the Warriors, we win 3 straight.
Just imagine
before anybody say I'm not bandwagon, baby. I'm original. We do this. Yeah, that's that. 2016.
But imagine if KD stayed and how dominant they could have been had he handled that.
No, absolutely
better. Like
absolutely.
We're having a different conversation about all of this. We're talking about not 1, not 2, not 3, and have been attached to the Warriors. Like that.
I mean, imagine if KD doesn't get hurt.
Hey,
that Toronto series is different.
Oh, completely different.
Yeah. So yeah, but Steve Kerr, he ain't Doc Rivers. I will give him that. He's not Doc. Doc is completely overrated.
Boy, that boy. Hey. Sorry to emotions, but that would be a cow udder. Imagine a cow udder right here, and you milk it. He been milking that 08 championship like a mug, bro. Boy,
yeah, but people calm down, behind your horses. Like, I don't know, this team just feels weird. It just feels like every week we're finding something to complain about with this particular Olympic team. Like, we go from how you're not gonna have Jaylen Brown on the team to how you gonna bring Derek White on and not Jaylen Brown. Every week is something different. It's is KD or Kawhi going home? Why was he on the team in the first place? Is KD gonna play it because he wasn't playing? Like, every week it's a different complaint, and now it just feels like you can't complain about the players because they doing what they doing. Like, Derek White has basically justified his spot, his reasoning for them putting him on the team. He's played very well. Let's complain about the coach. Jason Tatum didn't play in a blowout. It's not like they barely won the game and Jason Tatum could have made a difference, or they lost the game and Jason Tatum could have made it. They won the game. Didn't need him. We didn't need him to play. That's what I would say if I see Colonel. Why didn't you? We didn't need him. Bro, we blew them out. We didn't need them to play.
Here's my rebuttal to that. Why not put Tatum, Halliburton in the rotation if we don't need them? I would still put them in the rotation, not only to get them in some type of rhythm, because I'm going to need my whole roster, but I want to manage the minutes on LeBron. I want to manage the minutes on KD.
Okay.
I definitely want to manage the minutes on Steph. Those big three that I don't need them playing 30, 32 minutes. If we're the best in the world, and
Mm-hmm.
every guy on that roster on USA is that guy on their team. Literally,
Okay. Here's
he's
my counter.
that guy on their team. Why not?
Here's
Spray the minutes out, man. First of all, and I'm damn sure ain't trying to get in trouble with my coaching buddies because I didn't overplayed their player and he get hurt. I mean, I understand injury is part of the game, but still, if I'm in a blowout, why? I bet not have LeBron in the last 5 minutes of that game in a blowout. I bet not. You know what I'm saying?
okay, but here's my counter to you, and but remember, and this is coming because this is part of that thing. Why I say that the worst part of the coaching job is managing rotation. I'm coming to you, Wildcard Mar, as a star player, NBA champion, the highest paid player in NBA history. Mar,
Nice.
do you want me to put you in garbage time, or do you just want to sit the game out? Because now it's a pride thing. Because now the talk isn't, hey, Kerr's a terrible coach. It's, man, look at Jason Tatum coming in here in garbage. He can't get no minute. You got KD and LeBron. Why he coming in? He ain't nothing but a garbage time player. So would you rather have that or me be a terrible coach?
Man, that's tough. Because at the same time, because literally at the same time, I've earned the right for you. Definitely asked for me, to ask me that question as put you in or not. So, hey, we blowing these jokers out by how much? And don't put these young bucks at the end of the bench in this game, man. I'm about to kind of look at these little French honeys in the stands because they know where the hotel at. They know I got the black card. They know I'm what?
Except for LeBron James, he is a happily married black man, black love.
Yeah.
Since we no longer have the example of Remy Ma and Papoose. I'm just saying. LeBron and Savannah, black love.
Hey, bro, he said they are the example. Since we no longer have Hap and Remy, yo, you a fool for that, bro.
Yeah, Remy messed that up.
Hey, you a fool for that, bro. A whole fool. But I mean, that's wild, bro. You wild for that. No, you really are. Hilarious. Hell, dog. I don't understand. I don't think I understand how funny that was. No, I mean, you get it's what's the activity? But no, I'm just hey man, come on, man. Don't you got me in the game. We blowing these jokers out by South Sudan by 25 in 5 minutes. Man, if you don't let me scope out the scene or what's good, what the after party about to be like, come on, man.
But he got him in the next game. Got him in the next game, and then Embiid sits. Embiid sat the whole game.
Well, Embiid kind of need to sit though. He feels out of place in this rotation. I'm just saying. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. He just
You
looked
can
like
say
he
it,
just,
man. You can. If you don't, I'm gonna say it for you, man. Just go ahead and say it, man. Joel Embiid looked like Kunta Kinte's nephew playing basketball.
and he a sucker for not even going for his he's like, nah, man, I got citizenship in USA. I'm gonna go play for Team USA. You ain't never been part of Team USA till now. Come on, man, stop. You being on the first on Team USA is kind of. I'm looking at the like, why did y'all? Come on, man. That's wild.
No, I agree with you though, Joel. Like he was not needed against Sudan. They like to get up and down. They got a bunch of athletes out there. Bam was definitely the combination of Bam and AD was definitely the way to go in that game. But yeah, like people are gonna ridicule Steve Kerr no matter what he does. Right? He's coaching. I mean, some people are saying this could be the best Olympic team of all time.
Oh, no. They crazy.
All right, then there been debates all week on if this team could beat the original Dream Team. And
no,
I'm telling you,
that's real.
That's real. That's real. I mean,
they smoking that K too. I don't know.
Are they though? Are they though?
Are we really
When
better
you go
at it?
Hey, we can do it. This is Audible. We can have it. Now, I will remind you that I am undefeated so far in Audible history. We'll take it back and rewind the clock to when I made the statement that Luka Doncic was a better basketball player than Kyrie Irving. And thank you, Luka Doncic. I'm forever in your debt for going out and proving me right like all week long.
Until the final showed up, bro.
Even then, he outplayed Kyrie in the finals. It wasn't that hard to do, but he did it.
That's debatable. What had that?
In the finals, Kyrie didn't show up in the finals, man.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown and Tatum had that boy on lock. And I appreciate the lock and the like. And as a matter of fact, do that right there, if you will. Follow directions on your screen. But yeah, we definitely, that's a conversation to be had. Go man for man. When you go man for man, this team is deeper.
Now, if you go man for man, you got to consider Team USA and what they were at that point in time.
Exactly. That's the other thing. Most of these guys are in their prime. Remember, you had Magic. This ain't Magic. This is HIV Magic.
Hold on. LeBron's in his prime?
LeBron is playing better basketball right now than Larry Bird was at that time.
I can give you that, but LeBron is not in his prime right now. He's
kind of still in his. He's not like middle prime. He's in prime, but he ain't over the hill with it.
Okay.
LeBron James is basically showing you right now he's still the best player in the NBA.
I'm not hating. Okay, because what LeBron doing right now, I you know me, I'm not the biggest LeBron lover, right. But he's been doing his thing in the Olympics. He's playing like he's playing like he's Miami Heat Bron. Like and like bro, I'm about to yam on everybody. So I will give him that. And so to his credit, especially at the age that he's at 39, I give him props on that. I can man up and do that, but I don't know about in his prime, dog. Like,
I'm not saying he's middle. He's like if there was a meter, it's definitely more towards we enter in the red zone.
Okay.
About to overheat. We enter, but he's not like all the way there. He's like at the beginning of the red zone.
I ain't a hater. Hey, I just
the hater of the year.
Hate. Nah, man, look.
Steve is trash. He ain't trash. He's okay. So he ain't trash.
Okay, so let's also put that in perspective. Steve Kerr, he's had some talented players on his team, but this collection of talent and trying to coach it and manage it with the egos and personalities and keep them in check. I mean, the worst thing that ever happened to Team USA basketball is Coach K retiring and saying I'm stepping away. Let's put that into perspective. When he was at Duke, he had the top recruiting class there every year. He knew.
Hey, shout out. Appreciate you for stopping by, Mia. Absolutely. Hope you stop by more often. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button before you get out of here.
But yeah, man, I'm actually
on the side. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. Yeah,
because he ain't no green chicken.
Right. But LeBron right now,
he would smoke.
He would smoke Dream Team Larry Bird. He would smoke Dream Team Larry Bird.
I give you that.
That's what I'm saying. If you line man by man, that's not a. It's a debate to be had.
That's fair. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at those rosters again too, because obviously,
you look at you got your starting five. You had Magic. You had Jordan. Bird was starting. Barkley was starting, and then I think they started David Robinson, if I'm not mistaken.
You know what, Bobby? I just had an epiphany, brother.
Uh-oh.
You might
Coach and Coach 5 had team say moving this unit Brown and 40 will not. That is no. We talking about Larry Bird
Point in
Dream
time.
Team, not Larry Bird Prime.
Yeah,
You talking
Larry
about
Bird,
LeBron right now
90,
at this stage in his career versus 1992 Larry Bird. Bron
who back?
smokes that Larry Bird, bro.
Hey, his back was fucked up.
Yeah, he barely made it through the Olympics.
So, I'll say this.
Don't get John Stockton got hurt early and didn't play the rest of the Olympics.
Here's
That's
why I
another.
think. Here's my epiphany, and this is why I think you
Okay.
got to. This is why I think you got to debate, and I think we
Okay.
need to factor this into there. All right. I'll Ron, that's a good thing, bro. You might want to holler at somebody about that, dog. Because you be trying to hunt, boy, so you better holler at the dog, all right? But no, I think we also got to look at level of competition in '92 to right now too, as in international competition.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a vast difference in the competition that the '92 Dream Team was playing in competition to
Oh, absolutely,
what these guys are playing right now. I mean,
absolutely.
first of all, you're looking at the influx of international players in the league. I mean, we just had a show 2 weeks ago where we didn't even know who the hell was in the NBA draft because all these jokers from overseas. So, I mean, I can see you got to debate on that because you got to look at this level of competition right now. These boys is playing some international ballers because you playing for 82 games.
Yeah,
Like you have these dudes in these other countries. They like, nah, man, we ain't scared of y'all boys no more. '92 Dream Team had them French boys shitting on themselves. Had them boys from Kazakhstan probably would have did like Shorty did, 46 into it. Nah, man, we good.
yeah. Everybody they played was like a fan.
Yeah, they was in awe.
Yeah.
But I will say this: LeBron ain't getting that all like MJ was, though. He wasn't
But
getting
you
them all.
don't have. You don't have to though.
I'm talking
You don't
about
have to.
that all like, oh, I'm so infatuated, but I'm afraid to even play this
Oh,
dude.
that's good. But which one? Which one do you think it like? To me, that's more respectful. I would rather have somebody. I'm so good, but hey, I'm gonna come at your head and see if I can get you versus you just laying down.
That's
Boss.
fair. Super boss. I'm with you on that. 'Cause, yeah, let's have competition. Because I'm about competition, so I'm with you on that. Compete.
Sins a million
But
times better. Absolutely. Still taking the dream team 4-3 in the best seven.
should I definitely be shaking the covers? Oh, fool, bro. Yo, Ron, wow. Yo, he wild for
Oh
that one.
man. Oh Ron, just to let you know about Larry Bird. Like he played in the Olympics and he retired after that. So that just lets you know where Larry Bird was at physically.
He
He
had
literally retired after the Olympics.
he had 1 foot and 4 more toes out the door. That pinky toe kept the door open just a little bit, and that was he last pinky toe on the Dream Team. He said, "Man, that's about it, dog. Let me
Yeah.
just slide pinky toe out
I
the
don't know.
way."
I think I had to take this team in 7 games. I'd have to. And there's one X factor, and it's probably the man you talked about. It's Kevin Durant. Ain't nobody on the 92 team do nothing with Kevin Durant.
Not a damn thing. what do I do with that 7-foot unicorn? What are we doing with him? Huh?
Yeah, he ain't doing nothing with Kevin Durant.
Help
And quiet,
hold the form down.
yeah, quiet as kept. Ain't none of them big man doing nothing with Joel Embiid. Not
Shaq
Patrick, not David. Nope. Now that would have made that dream team probably the best Olympic team ever. If they would have picked up Shaq instead of Christian Laettner. Then
Hey, did Shaq ever do the Olympics? I can't remember him ever doing the Olympics.
I don't think so.
I mean,
No, he did. I think he did once. I believe he did one time.
Then it had to be 96 then.
Had right, Burke Keaton sit on the bench. He would lay down on the floor. Thank you, Mia. Thank you.
Because he was already doing it in Boston. Man, let me get this all this medication for my back.
Yeah. Give me that heat pad.
Yeah, what that heat?
Sure your team has enough to neutralize the others besides Brown and KD. And if you who's neutralizing Steph Curry? He's shooting from 50 feet away.
Ooh, Mia says she's taking 92 and 5.
92 and 5. Ooh.
Wow, Mia. That's grande cojones.
Bold.
Yeah, that's bold. That's real bold. Man. Oh man. I'm gonna have to look at those rosters again because because first of all, I mean, I don't know how we didn't talk about the Ivers. Who's checking Mike? Because Brian ain't doing that.
Who's going to line up on him defensively?
Yeah, who's checking Mike?
It depends. Who do I want my starting lineup to be off of this team? Who I mean, heck, you got. I'll probably have to go Drew Holiday. I mean, he's probably the best on-ball defender on the squad.
Stop that. Don't.
I mean, I'm not saying it like, oh, he's gonna shut him down. It's not. But if we guard him, but then I'm gonna counter that with, you gonna put John Stockton on Steph?
I would. Oh nah. Steph.
So yeah, who guarding Steph?
Steph would shake Stockton right out of them boots. Stockton can't stay there.
Steph ain't doing. He can. Okay, they've been saying that since he been healthy. He ain't done nothing but won 4 championships.
Hey, thank you, Ryan. I'm glad you said that. That's why I was looking at Bobby when he said this.
Pippen, MJ clamping that. Pippen wasn't starting. Bird was.
That was but you make that rotational change. Come on.
I'll stick
with that.
Pippen ain't okay. If you putting Pippen on Steph,
I would.
Okay, then who got Durant?
The whole team. Everybody get a hand on him, touch him. You better touch him. If you walk past, swipe him. I don't care. You. Hey, that's the
okay. Mia, I see you.
Everybody
Mia said Chuck and Malone were so much stronger. So is LeBron right now. I think he's stronger right now than both of them was in their prime. And at that time, you could say, but probably Barkley's best individual season after that. He won MVP after that Olympics.
I don't know. Malone was he
was just wide.
Yeah, but he Louisiana swamp donkey strong. But I don't know, bro.
He's Louisiana's. Plus, I mean, all we got to do is put a nice little adolescent in the front row with some pom poms.
Turn the show off. Turn the show off. We are done. That's the one.
Yeah, he's done so.
Yeah, you two just pulled us out. They definitely said, he's tripping.
Ladies and gentlemen, the thoughts of Bobby G do not reflect the audible words.
Hey, yo! Oh, you foul for that, bro. Hey, yo!
Bring over the gymnastic team. Put him in the front row.
Yo, Cass got a deal, bro.
Bring over the Romanian gymnastic team. Put him front row. Let him watch the game. And Karl Malone is done.
Yo, Cass got a deal. That's wild. That's wild behavior. That is such wild behavior.
Oh man,
that is such wild behavior. Yo, you bugging for that, dog.
This is what we try to do. We try to.
Oh, this
is not your ordinary sports podcast.
No, it ain't.
No. This is where the barbershop meets the cookout.
Oh man, does it ever, bro? That was a definitely. You definitely had an old Milwaukee in your hand and a rib bone in the other one. You said that, bro.
Oh,
You
he said
definitely.
old Milwaukee.
Matter of fact, you got the PBR shirt. You did PBR and a rib bone in the other hand, and you just started talking your shit. It's like, yep, Uncle tripping now.
You got a Schlitz malt liquor.
How you ain't got no split small bigger? You ain't trying to run no successful business. You ain't got no split small liquor. Never
Oh
mind.
man,
Oh, boy,
how
something
the
wrong
hell
with
did
you.
we get from Steve Kerr's a terrible coach to Schlitz malt liquor?
I had no idea.
Oh man,
Wow, bro.
I love Fridays.
Absolutely wild, bro. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Anywho, see now I feel like we got to do a whole show on this thing. As a matter of fact, we can do it. Yeah, tune in next week. Next week, best Olympic team
Mm.
of all. I'm gonna put them all together. I'm gonna put them in a bracket.
You know who I forgot to shout out? Man, shout out Katie Ledecky, man. You quote.
Mm.
You quote.
Yeah,
Greatest woman of all time to ever step in the water. You quote. You over here doing Michael Phelps type shit. Like we gotta put some respect on Shorty, dog. She
yeah.
over here with some Michael Phelps. I ain't talking about just winning, dominating, like just
Mm-hmm.
all out. Like go look at her record books in the event she run. It's Katie Ledecky. Her she filling up a whole sheet with her name. Like stop playing with her, man. She's something foolish. And she's from Maryland too. There's something in the water in Maryland. Y'all they are doing all that swimming, probably running from crabs or something. I don't know.
Best Olympic team and best draft classes ever.
Well,
Best
we
draft
are
class. Yeah, best
96.
draft class. That's kind of too easy.
Yeah, that's 96, and I don't think there's a debate. 96
I
got the
see,
best.
man. Oh, 03. You got.
Wow.
You can debate it. You can't debate it.
Wow. Not that. You know what? I think that's what we should do for next show. Pull up 96 draft class
Best draft class. All right.
and pull up 03, and then we'll give our takes on which one. Because I think 96, hands down, is smoking. So we'll see. We'll see. 85, my boy.
Who's at 85? Somebody said 85.
Ron's at the
Yeah, I
bottom.
mean, always the Jordan draft. Somebody always got to put Jordan because Lord forbid we leave Jordan out of anything. God forbid that
I'm at
Michael
today.
Jeffrey Jordan not be mentioned in any basketball conversation.
None at
God
all.
forgive us. Shout out Big Balls Dog. I feel like I gotta say pause after that.
Super
03 for
pause.
sure.
Super pause, dog.
See, that's what I'm talking about. He know what it is, man. Hey, don't sleep on that 03 draft, man.
Are you talking about the same one with Darko?
Yeah, Dark Hopes 2, LeBron was 1, Melo, D Wade, Chris Bosh.
I think
Like-
that automatically disqualifies 03, the fact that you picked Darko before all them other names.
Ho. NBA champion Darko Milicic. Put some respect on that.
He doing that? We are not doing that.
He is NBA champion Darko Milicic.
Bobby, if you can find me any footage of Darko actually putting in on that championship, as in not pulling an Adam Morrison sitting on the sideline collecting chips. I'm talking about you, man. You ain't put in on this, man. Did Darko Milicic put in on that championship? Find me the footage, and I will gladly say world champion Darko Milicic. I'll be glad.
Yeah,
to
Darko played minutes. What you talking about? Darko Milicic. Hey,
said-
Darko Milicic had
you
a
said-
10-year NBA career. First off, so we gonna stop playing that man like he ain't do nothing. Darko's rookie year, that man played 34 games. 18 years old.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah,
I
he
can't
played 8 games in the playoffs
Are you,
at 18 years old.
Are you really up here defending Darko Milicic right now on the show?
NBA champion Darko Milicic.
Oh my goodness, he is doubling down. Oh my goodness, Ryan, get your bands. Who's
That
what?
boy's nickname is the Human Victory Cigar. Put some respect on Darko.
Human Victory Cigar? Oh wow, we got a nickname for this now. Oh, this is getting out of control right now. This is really getting out of control. No way. We're not doing no, nope. Ryan, get your man's dog. Come on. I can't believe this guy is over here defending Darko like this.
That man is the answer to every trivia question you want. Who was the first player to win a championship? Darko Milicic or Kobe Bryant? I'll wait.
Stop. We are not doing this. I can't believe this. This is absolutely
Kobe Bryant had a better career.
Yeah.
He did have a better career, but guess what? He didn't win the NBA championship his rookie year. As a matter of fact, Darko Milicic is undefeated against Kobe Bryant in the NBA Finals. Yeah, I said it.
Man, what? No, first of all, what did Darko put in on it? I remember Big Shot Billups. I remember Tayshaun. I remember She. I remember Ben. I don't remember Darko doing anything in that finals, bro. I don't recall that. Help my memory. I know I smoke a little reefer, but you gotta help my.
He said it with the hard R, reefer.
Yeah, hard R. I know I don't smoke a little of that reefer. That devil's but you gotta help my memory and in remembering any parts of that finals that Darko put in on that.
Darko Milicic played 3 games in that series. That went 5 games. Grabbed 2 rebounds and had a steal.
Ooh. That made such
As a matter of fact, yeah, it did. Absolutely did. It absolutely did.
No way.
Darko Milicic had 1 less rebound than Rick Fox.
See, now you trolling me, dog. Now you trolling me. I'm not gonna pull up with this troll, a little scare tactics that you're trying to do right now, because this is crazy. My man had said 2 rebounds and a steal in 5 games, and that's considered putting in on the championship.
It is. He ain't got no zero, no goose egg. He got in and did something.
What minutes did Darko put? Because I know you got the stats up. What did he average in the finals? In his
points
minutes?
wise, he didn't get a buck. He didn't hit a buck. He's 0 for 2 from the field.
No, his minutes. What did he average? How much time did he play?
Minutes played 3 games, play 4 minutes.
That sounds like garbage time to me, dog.
Hey, he played more minutes than Jason Tatum played the other night. While you talking, remember that's the thing to kick this whole discussion off.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
Y'all remember so good in this.
Okay, man.
I can't take all the credit, man. I'm on my laptop. I got the stats up right in front of me. Now, mind you, I do remember most of it though. I do remember most of it, but I am on PEDs right now. I do got the laptop up in front of me. So.
That's it.
Yeah, PEDs.
That man Darko got in and got subbed right out. He's like, man, let me get this deal real quick before I get about this thing real quick.
Darko Milicic was on the floor when the final whistle blew. That's all that matters.
It was garbage time.
Detroit won. Exactly. His teammates handled their business.
So
Darko Milicic 1, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant 0. That's all you need to know.
Hey, well, we just came off a dynasty after we did that, so it was all good.
Matter of fact, Carmelo messed up the whole thing. If Carmelo had won a championship, I think that the 03 draft would be like the only draft in history with like the top 5 picks all won championships.
Damn. He including Darko in this. This is wild behavior, dog.
He's a champion. What do you want me to do? I can't help it. I mean,
hey, Darko, look at that ring. He's like, man, thank God I had them boys.
yeah, because he looked down LeBron champ, Bosh Wade champ, Darko champ. The only one didn't get the championship is Carmelo Anthony. That's terrible.
That's a shame. That's a shame too. Because Melo get a bad rap, and I don't understand it. Melo was that guy.
I mean, people wanted him to be something different than what he was. A scorer. He's not the type of player that makes his teammates better. He was not a facilitator. He was a scorer.
Yeah.
They just didn't put the right pieces around him in Denver. I mean, you traded away any chance to win the championship when you traded for Allen Iverson. Granted, that was a fun team to watch.
Yeah, but that wasn't the same AI that we knew.
He was same or different. Like, you're not gonna win a championship with AI and Melo on the same squad.
Somebody got yeah. You got 2 scorers.
Yeah, they should have kept Chauncey.
Bro. A lot of things that happen in the NBA. There's some trades that
oh no, am I wrong? Did they trade AI for Chauncey?
I can't remember.
I gotta go back and figure that out.
Wild times. Darko Milicic.
NBA champion Darko Milicic, man. Hey, they had high hopes for that, but they had high hopes when they took him overall. Remember, his career projection was KG. He was 18 years old. To be fair, he had all the potential in the world. And at the time, remember the Pistons had Tayshaun Prince. They did not have Rasheed yet. Remember, they didn't have Rasheed yet. So they actually needed a power forward. So they were really debating between Darko and Chris Bosh. And they still made... Man, what if they took Bosh?
That'd been crazy, bro.
Yeah, and what he turned into. So, I mean, man... it is
Bosh,
what it is.
Bosh did this thing in Toronto. He did. He fine. He fine. And then...
Absolutely.
Then you go to South Beach, so you fine, dog. His career turned out just fine.
You know who else some people got high hopes for?
Don't say nobody crazy, bro. I ain't got it.
Nah, people got a lot of hope for Caleb Williams. Number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft. And speaking of the NFL, NFL kicked off its preseason last night with the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio. Shout out to Ohio. Woo, 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 woo. Not a lot of interest in the Hall of Fame game, but hey, football is that. People are going to be glued to the screen. I know I was watching. I wanted to see the new kickoff rules be in place. How that was going to work out.
I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah. I guess what it is everybody, or mostly, if you don't know the lineup, the kicker still kicks off from the 35-yard line. Instead of lining up down there with the kicker, the other 10 players on the field line up on the opponent's 30-yard line. The offense then lines up at least 9 players on the 20-yard line or 25-yard line. And then they're allowed to have either 1 or 2 return men inside the 20, between the 20 and the goal line. Now, the kicker has to kick the ball in what's called the green zone, which is from the goal line to the 20. If the kicker kicks it short of the 20-yard line, the return team then gets the ball at the 40-yard line. If the kicker kicks the ball into the end zone or through the end zone, the return team gets the ball at the 30-yard line. If the kicker kicks the ball in the green zone and the receiving team downs it or fair or if they don't return, if they choose to let it bounce into the end zone, but it hits the green zone first, the ball is placed at the 20. So they're essentially, you want to penalize, for not returning. I think every kickoff last night was returned. I don't think there were any touchbacks last night. I think they were all returned. A couple looked like they could have got broke. They were a block away from getting broken.
Through.
Yeah. And remember, the guys who were playing last night, a lot of guys aren't going to be on rosters
Yeah, they trying to make it smart.
Exactly. It does. It's better than it was because I mean the kickoff is almost out of the game, and that's what cost people jobs. A lot of people on NFL rosters have jobs because of special teams. So it is going to save some jobs. I think it could be exciting play once we get guys that upper echelon talent in there. You know, once we get those return specialists that know what they're doing. Hell, one of the greatest return men in history of leagues going into the Hall of Fame this week. Devin Hester. Shout out to the U. You know.
Shout out to Devin. I think that's overdue.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it'll eventually be exciting, especially once your upper echelon special team coaches count. You know, they get to play with. We see some reverses. We see some laterals. Like I think we see all kinds of different things. I know a lot of guys were assimilated to almost a running play. You can see some offensive linemen put in there and see like some trap blocks. So it'd be interesting to see what guys come up with on how to return kicks now. Say, do rules sound interesting? They do. Like I say, watching the game last night, you got to kind of picture it. I know watching it was kind of fun. If you watched any of the XFL games or what the hell's the league called? I know they merged.
Yeah, it's UFL now.
Right. Okay.
That's when the XFL and USFL have merged. But
right.
This kickoff was taken from the XFL when they rebooted a couple of years ago.
Okay, so if you watched any of that, you know exactly how it works. Yeah, like I said, I think it'll be more interesting once guys get used to it and they start to game plan and mess around with some trickery.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could become an exciting play again. I guess in extreme weather, if it's windy or out, the kicking team is actually allowed to have a 12th man come on the field and hold for the kicker, but then he immediately has to leave the field once the kicker kicks the ball. There we go. Where the 3-on-3 players come from. I think I could play.
That's wild, auntie.
3v3 basketball, I think, has been around for. Is this the second time? How many times has it been in the Olympics? So, is this the second time or third?
Second or third. It's one of those, yeah. But 3-on-3 basketball has been around for a while.
Yeah, but it's just now being an Olympic sport. And yeah, you right on these dudes. Ice Cube was on I think he was on Pat McAfee early, and I think he's trying to say that I think he issued a challenge. Whoever wins the gold medal in the 3-on-3 versus the champion of the Big Three League.
That'd be dope. I actually kind of want to see that.
He should have sent them to the Olympics. Yeah. Q, why didn't you send those dudes to trial for the Olympics? And as a matter of fact, why didn't none of y'all old bastards think about trying out for the Olympics? Like y'all so, trying to go out for the Olympics.
Yeah.
Come on, let's
who's
Gilbert Arenas, Brandon Jennings, and Kenya Martin. Let's go. But
Eugenie still got some handles.
Yeah. He talking, man. Listen to him talk. He's better than Jordan. Like listen, man. Shout out to Gil's Arena. Shout out to them dude, man. They be making me laugh. When they be arguing, they be making me laugh. Especially Rashad McCants. That boy Rashad McCants. I can't stand that dude. He would say the wildest things, and then listening to Gilbert sometimes completely makes me understand why his injuries aside, but it makes me understand why his career played out the way it did. Like why he wasn't like that guy. He was good. He was a superstar, but he wasn't like that guy.
When he was cooking,
he's gonna give you 50. He'll give you a quick 50 of them. But I understand why he was not a championship level type superstar. But football's opponents, man. Preseason full gear next weekend. A lot of people wonder why you have the trophy next to your name. For those that don't know, we started the show in February of this year, and Mar being a Kansas City Chiefs fan, Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl, so he has a trophy by his name. I have an opportunity to get the trophy by my name. My Cleveland Guardians, hey, they are a World Series hopeful. We'll see if they can get it done. Other than that, I gotta wait on the Browns, and we'll see if Mars is able to hold on to his trophy as football season played out. Because unfortunately, I don't think the Royals is getting it done, and Kansas City does not have a basketball team, so we ain't gotta worry about that.
Don't count my Royals out yet, man. Don't count them out yet.
Hey, but Bobby Witt.
Hey, he's something different, bro.
No, he batted. What did this? He batted .459 last month.
He's ridiculous, bro. He's ridiculous.
That is insane. .459.
I put it in perspective like this. Kansas City might have the two best players in two different sports right now: Patrick Mahomes and Bobby Witt Jr. And I'll put that up.
Nah. Sorry, no, it's not Bobby Witt. No. Come on, man. This Shohei all day, man. You can't. The man does it all. He hits for power, and then he'll throw a no-hitter. He will win the game by himself. He will throw a no-hitter and then go on up, pick up the bat, and hit the home run and win 1-0 by himself.
Shut up. That's wild, bro.
What if he does? What if he does it though? What if when he goes out, throws a perfect game, and then hits a solo home run, and that's the only run in the game? You literally lost to Shohei to one player.
If somebody lets that happen, everybody fired, bro.
Trade the whole team. Trade all y'all to Milwaukee.
All y'all gotta go, bro. For real.
Oh man, but we'll probably get into the NFL a little deeper next week. I'm debuting. I brought back Game Time 216 this week, and next week will be my first power ranking of the preseason. So, hey, we'll probably go over that on Audible. But yeah, we definitely get into some NFL talk. But before we close out, what are you looking forward to seeing in the preseason? We're gonna get into regular season. What are you anything you're looking for in the preseason?
I actually am. That's why I'm kind of disappointed in the Hall of Fame game, because I actually was looking forward to Caleb Williams. I'm curious to see how he actually looks in the NFL game. I'm not saying I'm wishing disappointed, because I'm not. I don't think he's going to be that good in the NFL. So I'm actually seeing if he's going to be wrong. I just got my doubts about Caleb. That's all. So I'm actually curious to see how he looks in a pro offense going against a pro defense. So.
Right.
I know he's going to have his struggles as a rookie, and the Bears, I'm not expecting much from them. So there's some things out of his control that he can't control. But the things that he can control, when it like footwork and ball placement, balls, I'm looking to see how he does with being a quarterback. You know, so we'll see. That's
I mean, Caleb Williams, I think he's the most scrutinized college quarterback in some time that I've seen. Like, I mean. Yeah. The dude can't do anything without people. I mean, he loses a game and goes to his mom and like cries. Like, if you're real competitive, whether you're an adult or a kid, you tell you never cried. Well, I cried when I lost a game when I was a kid. Like, I hated losing that much that it literally hurt.
Yeah. And it bothered me that a lot.
Yeah, like he takes flack for that. Guy painted his fingernails. He takes flack like the dude literally can't make a move without being judged. So, you know, I'll pick about it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what we can do. I'm not 100% on him. Matter of fact, but I wasn't really sure about any quarterback in this class. I know a lot of people high on Jaden Daniels. I really like LSU quarterbacks. What have they done for him to get credit? For me to be confident, you know what I mean? Like, there's no history there. Jamarcus Russell? You saying he's going to be the next Jamarcus Russell? But we'll see. I want to see how how teams are preparing for the new kickoff. I know it's going to be vanilla. For me, for all teams, I'm looking to see. I'd really just like to see an injury-free preseason.
That too.
I know, like my team, my Browns, we got bit hard by the injury bug last season. It started in the preseason. And same with a lot of teams. Joe Burrow came into the season last year hurt. Like a lot of guys came in. We saw what happened with Aaron Rodgers 4 plays into the season. So I'm just hoping guys get through the preseason. I want to see everybody's best this season. I think this has potential to be one of the best NFL seasons in quite some times all around. I think the bottom of the league has really stepped up. I mean, obviously, you're gonna have some teams that just don't do that well. New York Giants, I'm talking to you, but I think a lot of teams at the bottom
I like how you
just.
snuck
I think a lot of teams that are at the bottom are still going to be relatively competitive. So just looking for that. And
that. New York Giants, I'm talking to you.
yeah, they you gotta do something, bro. You giving players $40 million that don't deserve it, man. Like
And
I
they
give
ain't
you
doing themselves no
$40
favor. They ain't doing themselves no favor being on that hard knock, showing all your stupid decisions.
million. Exactly.
For real.
And you know, it when your team does stuff like it can wear on you mentally. You know what I mean? It just wear on you, and it can get you down. And you know, we like to discuss those things here on Audible. You know, check on our people how you're doing. So this segment, we're gonna dedicate this segment to Giants fans. We're gonna dedicate this segment to fans of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Dedicate this. You know, if your team is struggling and has been struggling from years, going through hardships, this segment is dedicated to you, and it is our weekly mental health check. And I will kick it off with my brother with those 3 valuable questions. You know, are you good? Are you okay? And do you need anything from me?
I don't think I need from you is just that, just that more support that we provide for each other, and I just keep doing that. Tap in with me and just make sure I'm level headed. That's the only thing I need from you. But no, I'm good. I'm more than okay. Just trying to stay 2 steps ahead of all these people that always ask something from me. So that's all it is, man. Staying rooted, grounded, spending a lot of family time. So I can't complain, man. So throw those questions to you. You good? You okay? Anything you need from me, my brother?
I am good. I'm okay to say the fam's on vacation, so you know, it just having that, I guess, that time to kind of uh, you know, breathe, gather your thoughts, get yourself back together. Um, you know, without worrying about directly what they need. Obviously, if they need anything where they are, still take care of that and handle that. But you know, without it being in your face, you just get that time to breathe, the time to yourself. Just I can sit down, think without
Hmm.
being interrupted. You know, ain't got to worry about taking nobody to the mall. Ain't got to take nobody to the barbershop. Ain't nobody need no shoes. Ain't nobody needs a video game. Nobody want to go to the movie. You know what I mean? Just yeah, ain't nobody hungry.
Yes, yeah.
You know, but yeah, it's good. And for you, nah, man. Again, yeah, just support. You know, we do. Uh, even though this week I was live, but I've been disconnected from the earth. Like I said, I brought Game Time 216 back, so I was preoccupied with that, setting that up, and getting that ready to go. I think the comeback was a success. I had fun doing it on Wednesday. Um, yeah, that's it. And what's your challenge for the people, man? What you got for them this week?
Man, I forgot to think of one, man. Go ahead, drop yours, and I'll think of something, man.
I'm doing, and then, man. You know, I'm before I even drop the challenge, I'm a because of what we talked about today. We talked like you always close the show. You always close the show, you know, with taking care of each other. Things are microwave glitch.
Microwave glizzies is that's so wild. Rhyme, man.
This dude, man. um, like that's a big part. But the Olympic situation happened because somebody had a preconceived notion on who somebody else was. and look what it's turned into. Uh, this is gonna sound weird. Uh, there used to be a saying that once upon a time, everybody gets their 15 minutes of fame,
Mm.
and once upon a time, people would get that, and we took it for what it was, and it wasn't a big fuss. It's, like a prime example. Anybody remember pants on the ground, man? Pants on the ground, looking like a fool with your pants on. That
Brown.
dude, William Hang, she bang these guys. Like they had their time. We enjoyed it, and they moved on. I don't know her name, so I can only refer to her one way. Haktua girl. Sounds fun, but like, some I don't dude's a tennis player, but he came out saying like she's having her 15 minutes. She didn't hurt anybody. She didn't disrespect anybody. She was on the street. She was having fun. She's out being her, having fun. And here comes
Yeah.
this dude trying to rain on her parade. We'll talk, oh, anybody can get famous. There's a difference between being famous and like, shut up. You're a tennis player. So think you're a tennis player. And I'm gonna say this, and I hope it comes across in the most disrespectful way. But like you play the least manly sport of them all, and you got the nerve to be talking. At least talk about a man, talk about a grown man, somebody that can run up on you and come see you for talking about him. You talking about a female, a young female. Like, have some balls, have some character about yourself. Or better yet, don't say anything at all. Just let her have her 15 minutes and her moment to pass. Man, let's enjoy it for what it is. Like, and like, I'm so glad that you close the show with that every week. Like, just take care of each other, not yourselves, man. Take care of each other. Like, we recast the movie, the New Jack City, the theme of that movie. Am I my brother's keeper? Let's ask it to each other, man. Like we'll say all these things in unison and when we get around, but do we really practice it when we see something go down? I'll look out for my people. That really let something happen, and why you be the first person calling them stupid?
Mm.
Like let's cut it out, y'all. Let's let fun be for. Remember when fun was just fun?
Mm-hmm.
You could just have fun. You could do something stupid and it was funny instead of critical and being criticized for it. You just, bro, you can fall down the stairs and I can laugh at you, ask you if you all right, and then finish laughing at you. Like, yeah, let's get back to enjoying each other, man. That's my challenge. Get back to enjoying each other. We don't have to be so critical about what we are, who we are. Like, at the end of the day, who cares? If that person is happy, be happy for them. If you like it, I love it. So that's my challenge, man. Look out
Love
for
it.
each other. Let's support every person you come across, no matter what they say to you, and inside your head how stupid you may think it is. If your kid comes to you and says, "Mom, I want to grow up and be a circus clown," support that. Like, let's just stop being for one week. Don't be critical of anybody you come across and what they may do, what they may say, how they want to live, whatever. Support that. Let's motivate each other. So yeah, that's my challenge, man.
Hey, I think that should be the only challenge this week. I like that. Support,
Yeah.
man. Support.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thank you, Mia. Thank you. Love that support. Hey, I just to piggyback on that, I think it's because what me and Bobby do, we can only get so big with just the support of our family and friends. I think it takes more. So, you got a friend out there that does something, a small business or something, share it. Share it on your
Yeah.
page. Share it on social media. Share that whether they podcasting like we doing, or a bakery, or they selling hot plates. Man, support. Man, support. All it does is take a click. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's a click. I mean, you can hit the button so quick and it's shared. So I'm with that.
Yeah. And before we get out of here, just do me one small favor. Go ahead and follow the directions on your screen. Hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe and turn your notifications on so you know the next time that we are here and you can be heard. And remember, that's every Friday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. And if you don't like seeing our beautiful faces, remember you can hear the audio of the Audible Fridays at midnight on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music. Other than that, I am Bobby G, along with the homie Wildcard Mar. And remember, keep Carl Malone away from all gymnastic teams. We are out.